Okay, good afternoon or good evening everyone. I'm just waiting for a few more viewers to come online. We've got 4 on at the moment, so I'll wait for a few more to come on. Five viewers. Run through the Ustream and see if it's uploading to Ustream. Just checking the Ustream uplink. Okay, up to 8 viewers. Yep, there we go. Okay, Ustream uplink is fine on the Ustream site. 12 viewers. Just waiting for everyone to log in, guys. Okay, today we had a large area of showers and thunderstorms form offshore. Now, these showers and thunderstorms were forecast to come in, but they didn't eventuate. You can see that the falls that occurred offshore, around about 100 plus mils, up to 125 mils in places, that's being recorded off the Doppler radar rainfall rate since 9 AM this morning. So some very heavy rainfall offshore, off the Gold Coast and northeast New South Wales. I can flick across just quickly and I'll show you the current radar. It's been pretty impressive all day actually out there. There's been a lot of lightning activity as well with it. But yeah, they didn't come on shore. I will explain why. There is reasons why they didn't, and you can see them still sitting out offshore there. They're coming down from the north and they're converging in from the east. However, it's forming like a convergence, a boundary layer, a boundary line through just offshore here. Alright, now I'll go on to the GFS plotter and I'll explain a few things as to why that didn't occur. Okay, these are the steering winds. These winds here steer thunderstorms. So you'll see at 4 PM today, the steering winds are coming from the northeast. So it's trying to push these thunderstorms towards land. However, what happens, and you go down further, if you go down a little bit further in the atmosphere, what the winds will show is that they're coming actually in from the east. Ah, now I know why my internet is slow. It's because I'm doing a high-res uplink. That's alright. So you can see the dip in the lines through there. That's about where the surface trough was sitting at 4 PM this afternoon. Okay. Now the reason why they wouldn't come on shore in these onshore winds is because they're growing with height. So what I'll do is I'll drop a plot and we'll have a look at why they couldn't push in, and I'll explain why they couldn't push in over land. Okay, here's the storm plot. This is the atmosphere. If north was always up this way like that, you can see that the winds down the bottom are coming in, feeding into these thunderstorms, okay, from the east, southeast and northeast. Normally these thunderstorms get steered at that level there, which, yes, is from the northeast. However, just go just a little bit above that and it's from the north. Okay, so as these thunderstorms grow with height, when they're in early stages of development, of growth, they will come in from the east or northeast, as we've seen today on the radar, which prompted me to put out a bit of a, look out SEQ, they're coming in. Thinking this would be enough to carry these thunderstorms into land. However, once they develop higher and grow higher, as we've seen, these thunderstorms actually grew up to about 35,000 feet, then they reach other steering winds and other components, which was from the north and from the northwest. So in early stages of development they were coming on. In the latter stages, when they matured, they actually held off there. And once a thunderstorm forms a line like this one here, that one's sitting there on radar currently. Any inflows that come into that get trapped. They can't penetrate through that convergence area. It's like a blocker, all right, when it grows up with a lot of height. We did see some shower activity develop in some instability and some low-level moisture over the southeast coast hinterland. There wasn't a lot of falls in it. I think I did have the rainfall on. There's only about 10 mil has fallen over northeast New South Wales. You can see it's the bulk of the activities offshore. Right, what else did I have loaded in? And you can also see that on the satellite as well. So there's the satellite there, and you can see the large mass of thunderstorms offshore. You can see these ones out here. They start to come in from the northeast, and then they hit and they grow up right on the edge of the coast, and they just track south. This is going to continue if we roll on the timeline till 4 AM tomorrow morning. So this is for Saturday morning. Getting a pretty good quality uplink. That's going up at 1100 kilobytes a second. So that's using ADSL2 plus to bring in this live link. I'd never do this on Telstra 3G, or it'd kill my data pack, but it's making my internet run a bit slow. Okay, so 4 o'clock in the morning, these are the steering winds, Saturday morning. You can see that they're along the coast going due south. All right, so anything that forms offshore is not going to come on. It can't. It's just going to get carried to the south, down the coastline, which is already occurring. There's probably not much else to look at that. We'll go to 4 PM on tomorrow afternoon. Hello to 21 viewers that are online at the moment. I don't think I've got my chat enabled, but the chat room might be live in the Storm Chaser dashboard on the live TV. There's a chat room in there, but currently I don't have my Facebook chat logged in, so I can't see anything at the moment. 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, the steering winds for any development is offshore. They're coming from the west towards the east and then wrapping down the coast. We're not too worried about that. What is going to form tomorrow? Let's have a look at some CAPE and some energy levels. Also, while that's loading, I'll quickly mention that the BOM have warned for powerful surf along the southeast coast. I think it's south of Fraser. This is the wave buoy off Southport. This has recorded a couple of peak waves at about 4 metres. That was earlier on at about 6 o'clock tonight. The average max peak is around about 3.5, and the average wave height or swell height is sitting at around about 2, which you know, 2 metres is a good 6 to 7 foot surf. So there'll be a lot of water moving around out there, particularly tomorrow. It's continued on tomorrow, the large, powerful surf. If you go up, I can show you how big it actually does get. Point Lookout, 5 metre peak max waves, that's 15 feet. All right, that's rise and fall of swell. So there's pretty significant surf out there at the moment. I think Cape Morton is on here as well, North Moreton Bay, 3 metres. Mooloolah Bar, there you go. It's had a 4 metre wave as well with an average of, say, 2. There's a bit of surf out there. I don't even know where that's come from. I just happened to glance it in the forecast. All right, tomorrow afternoon, this is the instability. This is called CAPE, capable, available, potential energy in the atmosphere. You can see down around the hinterland of Coffs, northeast New South Wales, but it's strictly coastal. It's very close to the coast. And considering that those steering winds are coming from the west, anything that does develop along this coastal edge of northeast New South Wales will get moved offshore. All right, that trend looks set to continue for a while. So I'll drop a plot here right at, say, Coolangatta. I don't think there's much worth looking at for tomorrow. I'll also roll on to another chart, and there's a significant system coming on Monday, Tuesday, which could deliver quite a fair bit of rain across New South Wales and southern Queensland on Tuesday. Just loading up a lot of stuff here. So that's the plot at Coolangatta. Tomorrow we can see very shallow winds coming onshore down at the bottom part of the atmosphere, northeast sea breezes if you like. So it could be quite a warm day tomorrow with some light winds. And then they wrap back around pretty quick to the west. So anything that does form, and it's quite dry, so anything that does form will be going offshore anyway, any showers, maybe a couple of ISO thunderstorms. Now, alright, that forecast model has actually dropped. That's the bomb one. And the bomb forecast model has actually dropped off Monday, Tuesday. However, WRF has it. So let's have a look at this map for this big system that's supposedly coming through. That's Kaylee laughing in the background, who knows what that. Okay, so you can see on the WRF model, that is precip in the light shaded blue. Now that could mean thunderstorms or rain areas. It's only up to 5 mil, so I'd say that there could be a chance of some thunderstorms with some light rain through the Darling Downs, Eastern Maranoa, Warrego, Wide Bay Burnett gets close to the coast, and definitely into New South Wales. That is on Monday. We can go forward 24 hours and have a look at the system. It is supposed to hang around Monday and Tuesday, and then exit off the coast on Wednesday morning. Sending request. While we do that, we'll have a look over here at Monday afternoon. I'm going to load a whole heap of stuff and get it all going here. The bomb forecast, let's say for example, on Monday it says a surface and upper level trough will most likely move over southern and central parts of Queensland, producing areas of rain, showers and isolated thunderstorms. The southeast interior by the evening. Scattered showers from around Fraser Coast. Not much else doing there on Monday. It is coming through southern parts and obviously New South Wales. Okay, so they're a bit uncertain as well here. Some uncertainty exists with the movement of the upper level trough and associated rain band showers and thunderstorms. Most likely to move east and extend from the northwest of the state to the southeast coast by the evening. So it's very slow moving. If on Monday it's on the southeast hinterland and southeast coast, then it's still there on Tuesday. So for 24 hours we may get this trough sitting over us, okay, on Monday and Tuesday. So that's something to look at. There is the Cape for storms on Monday. It has very little, 300 or less. So it does look like it's going to be more of a showery rain system, more so than a thunderstorm system on Monday. Unfortunately for those who are storm chasing, I know Andy was keen to do a storm chasing on Monday, but I mean this has backed it off for now as far as storms are concerned. There'll still be some isolated rumbles, most likely thundery rain. Here is that model that I displayed before. This is one of the other weather models, WRF. It's normally quite good. The bomb use it as well. So again, you can see this blue area of precipitation on Tuesday over southern parts of Queensland, northeast New South Wales. So it's definitely going for a 2-day system over these areas. I mean, falls are generally light, so I'm not expecting a great deal of rainfall out of that. I'll look at another thing in a minute. Tuesday afternoon at 4 PM, there might be enough instability over the hinterland region, along the ranges, to cause some isolated showers and thunderstorms by the look of that. Those Cape values are very minimal, so these thunderstorms are going to be possibly quite weak. Now I'll type into OCF, which is what I like to link back to Higgins storm chasing. Actually I could just go to my page and click on tabs. That's going to be the easiest way. So up the top of HSC we have tabs. It's got everything up there. There's the little Oz map. Click on that. And it should load up a map of Australia. It's waiting for Facebook. I didn't have any of this sort of stuff preloaded in because I was a little bit running short on time for the live stream, so that's alright. Uploading 0%. Takes its bloody time, doesn't it? So just recapping, showers and thunderstorms have formed offshore. They haven't come in, only a very isolated. They have dumped areas again for the second or third day in a row of areas of 100 mil plus offshore. You could imagine if that would have happened over land, but that's a different story. We were keeping a close eye on it and it looked like it was going to come in, but it did stay out there. For the next few days, tomorrow's looking pretty good. Sunday is looking fairly reasonable as well over Queensland. But there's a big system, or bigger system, more significant system coming through on, where is that gone? Now we've got a network error. That's because my browser is not updating fast enough to load that. So we'll keep an eye on this system Monday and Tuesday. I'm going to go to bed. I've done a 16-hour day at work and I am pretty shagged, so I've got to go to work again tomorrow. So have fun everyone, and I'll upload this to YouTube if I can. Alright, see you, bye.